quick shout out, guys, to our sponsors, Anglesey Family Chiropractic. They're in Coeur d'Alene. They're in Spokane Valley. Dr. Craig Anglesey, I've known this dude for 30 plus years. He's an amazing family man. Awesome chiropractor, will get you feeling great. Go check him out. Hey, I also want to give a shout out to the Threads podcast, Life Unfiltered. Look, listening to this show is like sitting around a campfire with your best friends. The talk is real, the humor is natural, and personal growth is sparked by authenticity. Go check them out. Threads podcast, Life Unfiltered. Bryce, you're the current XFN Bantamweight Champion, man. Thank you so much for your time, man. I appreciate it.
No problem, bro. Good to be here. We're in the spot.
Yeah, come on, man. I like to start my shows off at the beginning, man. Where'd you grow up, and what was childhood like for you?
Yeah, so I'm from South Florida. I say South Florida because there's a difference. There's South Florida, and then there's the rest of Florida.
Okay.
So there's like Miami to Palm Beach, and then anything after that, I call that Georgia. I've never been over there. But yeah, so I grew up in living with my mom basically in Boynton Beach, Florida.
Yeah.
I always played sports growing up, but I never knew what like commitment was, or like I always played just for fun, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was never like serious about it. And then just growing up, like I kept getting into trouble, and my head wasn't on straight, and I was playing sports, like I was good, but I didn't know how to like fully commit to something.
Yeah.
So as older I got, I kept getting in like more and more trouble, keep my grades dropping, getting kicked out of school, all that.
Thanks.
Which actually got me into fighting. So I don't know if you want me to like take it.
Yeah, man, come on. Yeah, I mean, I was going to ask, like, how did you get introduced to MMA, and who introduced you?
Yeah, for sure. So like it was like the end of 10th grade.
Okay.
I had to keep like a certain grade average to be in my school because it was out of my district.
Yeah. So
I didn't keep that, so I got kicked out of school, and at the same time I was getting in trouble. I got caught up with the cops at like 16 years old. So I went from my mom's house and I relocated to my dad's house, and then I didn't have the grades to play sports anymore. So like we were just like, what are we gonna do with me? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I didn't have anything. So my dad, I don't know if it was my dad or if I voluntarily like wanted to go, but there was like this boxing gym right down the street from my dad's. So I just started getting into that. I was boxing for like 4 or 5 months, and I met my boy named Anthony, and he was a wrestler at the school that I got transferred to.
Okay.
So I was like, I'll show you some hands if you show me some wrestling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and then that's how I got into wrestling in high school. And I was doing some Jiu Jitsu here and there too. So I did everything basically like except MMA. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, so right when I graduated high school, I was like, let me just try MMA, because every sport I've tried, I played pretty much every sport: basketball, football, baseball, all that. I was like, let me try MMA. Do it for fun. Nothing was ever serious to me until recently.
Right.
But so I started doing MMA, and then that's pretty much how I got into fighting.
Come on,
just because I kept getting in trouble, and then started boxing, started wrestling, and that's it.
Okay. Well, hopefully I can get this timeline right. So you had the bantamweight title, then you go to fight for the featherweight title. You lost. You go back to fight for the bantamweight title. You lost again. 6 months later, you fight for the bantamweight title, and you win in the first round.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's correct.
Yeah, for sure. So my fighting career kind of has 3 stages to it.
Yeah.
So my first 3 fights, literally for fun. Like I didn't think anything else. I was just getting in the cage. Okay. I was blacking out, and I was just fighting for fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then after my 3rd fight, the reason why this switch happened after my 3rd fight is because I fought some dude named Dustin Lampro. Shout out to Scrappy. We're cool now. We're boys. But he had like 10 fights, and I fought him on like my 3rd fight.
Okay.
And he was training with like Tyrone Woodley, like ATT Coconut Creek, with all the real drillers.
Yeah.
And then I beat him, like just doing it for fun. Like literally I fought in there, like it was straight instincts. Like I barely like knew what I was doing when I was in the cage, just like off physical talent. I beat him. And at the same time, my boy Jared Too Solid, you probably heard me bring him up a couple of times, but he moved in with me, and we decided we're gonna do this for real, because we're both talented. We're like, we got nothing else going for us. We just gonna fade. We're gonna fight for our lives. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then after that, I took it a little more serious, but not. I know what it takes to really make it to that next level, and I still wasn't doing the right things. Because after the 3rd fight, I won 2 more. And then I took my first loss, and I took my 2nd loss back to back, and those were my only 2 losses.
Yeah.
So that's when the second switch came in. And I was like, so what am I really doing right now? Am I gonna fight, or what am I gonna do? Am I gonna join the military? Like, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
So, and then after my second loss, I was kind of at the drawing board, like, what am I gonna do? And then I got with one of my boys, Jornell Lugo. I don't know if you heard of him. He's doing his thing in the pros. Need to get him on here for sure. But
Cool.
He really got my switch, like what I need to do, like mentally. Like, it's not just like a physical sport. Like, what I need to do, like, for real.
Yeah.
Like, I got to really commit to this. Like, I have to put everything into this. And then I had that after the Coos fight, I fought Jay Ciotti to get the belt back. And then that camp was the best camp I ever had. I put my whole soul into that camp. I put everything I had into that camp. And then he was a game opponent, but I really just cleaned that boy in the first round. Like, he landed one punch the whole fight. And he never really got taken out like that in the first round before. And then I did it to him. So yeah, but my game is on a whole nother level now that I made that second switch. And then I had like 2 more fights lined up after that, but it just kept falling out. And I don't know. I'm just so excited to fight again. But yeah, that's where the second switch came in.
Okay.
The next fight you see me, it's gonna be legendary.
Yeah. Come on, man. And you fought your whole career, if Tapology is correct, with XFN. I've heard nothing but great stuff about those guys. But what's been your experience working with them?
Yeah, no, it's awesome. Like, I was like 19 years old, ranked number 1 in the state, XFN, all the video shoots, interviews, gold belts. Like, all my friends were like, bro, when are you gonna fight Conor McGregor? I'm like, cause I'm not even professional yet. I'm not even getting paid. Like, what are you talking about?
Right.
But yeah, no, XFN is very good for sure. Shout out Daniel K. That's my
right
man.
on. And you were supposed to make your pro debut back in March. Obviously, the Rona hit, that got delayed. But when can the fans expect to see you step into the cage as a pro? And do you know which promotion do you want to make that debut with?
Yeah, no. So when I go pro, I'm trying to find someone that's like trying to work with me. Because when I go pro, they asked me to fight July 18th, but I came to the conclusion yesterday that I don't really want to do that. Like, when I go pro, I want to go on a run, just like I did when I first started fighting. Like, I want to go 5-0 probably within 1 year, like 5 fights within 1 year.
Gotcha.
Because like this is a game where once you get attention, you gotta keep your name out there. You can't just fight one time and fight 6 months later. And you gotta keep that attention on you. So I'm gonna give it a little more time, try to let the world get a little more normal again, because everything's still crazy.
Yep.
And then I want to go on my run. These fights coming up, you're gonna see crazy amount of skills that you never seen at this level before.
Yeah. Now you fight at 135. Are you planning on staying at 135 as a pro?
Hopefully, every weight cut's getting harder and harder. And I'm still young, like, I'm still growing into my body. So, but I'll probably end up at 145.
Okay.
If I'm being honest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Being honest, but 135 is where I'm at right now.
Okay, I was going to ask kind of what's that walk around weight for you and the weight cut process for you? It sounds like it's getting harder, so you probably go to 145. Yeah.
So I walk around like 155, but I'm not big. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not that muscular. So when I'm like, I'll be cutting weight with my boys when we all have a fight, and we'll all sit in the sauna for like 30 minutes, and they all lose like 10 pounds. I'm over there dying. I only lost like 2 pounds. I still got like 8 pounds to go. Just because I don't sweat that much. Like, I'm not that big, so cutting weight is just harder for me.
Right.
But going up to 145, I feel like I'll be healthier, more like fight week. I'll be more into it instead of just dying, and it'll just be better for me. But I can still make 35 right now, but 45, I'll probably switch soon.
Gotcha. Okay. What's the backstage, feelings for you? Are you ever getting nervous or scared to walk out there at all?
Yeah, no, backstage is kind of weird. The whole fight week, I'm kind of like zoned out. Like, you can ask my boys, like, they'll like talk to me, but I'm like not really. Like, I'm so focused, like I can barely like even communicate. Like, backstage, I get like really mad for some reason. I'm like, does this dude really think he's gonna beat me right now? Like, I get super mad, but not the mad part. Like, I'm gonna go out there and start like throwing bombs. So I'm just like, I gotta put him away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just get mad, and I just get really in like Zen. You know what I mean? Like flow state.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that's awesome, man. I got these things called pod decks. They're essentially just random questions. I wanted to transition to some fun questions here for us real quick.
For sure.
I'll pull one of these out, and hopefully it's not a flop, but let's see what this one says.
Get it.
Which words or phrases do you most overuse?
So I say right now I have this thing where I keep saying yes sir, like after everything. Like, I'll be at work and my boss will be like, can you do this? I'll be like, yes sir. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me. Like, I'm tripping.
Okay.
And then I say I'm from Florida. We all say jit a lot.
Okay.
Like, I get in trouble saying that. Like I don't know. It just means like person. Like jit. Like literally just mean person.
Yeah.
I'll be calling my mom like, yo, what's up, jit? Like you feel me? Like I just say that. It's just like in my vocabulary. I got to get it out of my head though.
What's something on your bucket list, man, that you got to go check off?
First of all, I only left Florida once, so just going anywhere in the whole world is a bucket list to me. Just traveling, because I haven't really seen nothing. I saw New York, and when I went there, I was like, I want to move here. This is awesome. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't know.
Yeah.
Other bucket list, I want to bungee jump. I want to skydive. I don't know what that thing's called when you like literally like glide in the air. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, hang glider.
Yeah, hang glider. I want to do that.
Okay.
I want to get good at surfing. I got a whole bunch of stuff, but
nice.
It's all gonna come out. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, I'm a music guy, but what's the favorite type of music or favorite band for you?
Music, to be honest, I only really listen to like rap music.
Okay.
I like, if I'm at the club or something and some Spanish comes on, I rock with that heavy Spanish. I don't know, there's certain moods for everything. Like if I'm on like in like Delray Beach and they're playing some rock at Sandbar, I'll be lit too. Like it all just depends on the mood.
Yeah. Do you change your walkout song, or do you walk out to the same song?
I change it, but it's all rap. Like it's all like music that makes me like get into that killer mode, because I don't really have that in me naturally to just go out there and hurt someone. Like I'm like a friendly person, so I have to like the whole training camp and just walking out, I have to get in that mindset like I'm really gonna hurt you. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah.
Like I have to get into that mindset.
Okay. Last question for you. Who's a favorite fighter for you?
Favorite fighter right now, I would have to say George Masvidal. Just because he's from South Florida, he's doing his thing. Finally, he's been in the game, been fighting pro like 17, 16 years, and he's finally getting his clout.
Right.
And his skills are on a whole nother level. So he's gonna keep doing his thing.
Yep.
Hopefully, because I heard he's having some drama with the UFC right now.
Right.
I'm not too sure.
Hopefully they pay him up and quit being stingy with their money, man.
I was reading something. I don't know if it's serious, but they literally only pay the fighters like 20% of what they make off of pay-per-view.
Right. Yep. I've heard that as well. Yeah, it's pretty interesting, man. You know, and when you're selling for what, $1 billion, or whatever they sold for last year, $4 billion or something like that, is
$4 billion. Yeah.
Pretty insane.
Like
you're
good for the rest of your life. Yeah.
Right.
You don't need to keep robbing these people.
Yeah, totally.
But I've only fought amateur, so right now, like making any money to me is just good. Like.
Yep. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I also wanted to give you an opportunity, Bryce, to give a shout out to sponsors, coaches, teammates, anything like that, man. The camera's all yours, brother.
Yeah, I actually don't have no sponsors. No one likes me. I'm just playing.
Okay.
But I'll just give a shout out to my boys.
Yeah.
Jared Tucson, that's my brother. We got to get a DNA test. I think we're really brothers. I think we really came from the same place. But shout out to my boy Jarnell A1 Lugo. Shouted him out earlier. Shout out to my pops. He's probably the only bigger fan of myself than me.
Okay.
He really believes in me like more than anything.
Awesome.
Shout out to all my boys I turn up with, Cali and Pezzo, Lil Pezzo, Riley, all them boys.
Okay.
But yeah, just shout out my people.
Awesome, man. Such an honor to have you on my show, dude. I'm excited to see you go pro and continue that win streak you got going there, man. And
yeah,
thank you again
the next
for your
round I
time.
make is gonna be legendary. I want you to for sure come out to my next fight. I'm gonna hit you up.
Oh, nice. Yeah, nice, dude. It's quite the flight for me, but absolutely, dude.
I got you. I'll make sure you're good. VIP room everywhere. Hard Rock, you good.
All right, Bryce. Thanks so much, man, for your time. Such an honor to have you on the show, man.
What's going on, guys? Thank you so much for watching this video today. I really appreciate it. If you could go and share this everywhere you can, leave us a review, leave us a rating. We would really appreciate it. That helps us get the word spread out about our podcast and about our show, and we can bring you amazing stories of the people that we bring on for the Bearded Biz and the Top Rated MMA Show. Thank you again. Have an awesome day.